Your car's fuel pump is a critical part of your car's ignition system that you must pay particular attention to. If you are not conversant with how the fuel pump works, you may be looking at the wrong direction when you experience problems with your car ignition system or acceleration. Here are some general guidance on troubleshooting and addressing issues with a fuel pump. Warning and safety. First, always work in a well-ventilated area away from ignition sources. Wear proper personal protective equipment like gloves and safety glasses, and keep a fire extinguisher nearby. Relieve fuel system pressure before beginning work and consult your vehicle's manual for instructions. Be sure to disconnect the battery when working on electrical or fuel system components. How to detect a faulty fuel pump. 1. Look for common symptoms such as difficulty starting the engine or the engine that stalls shortly after starting. Loss of power or hesitation while accelerating and engine sputtering or misfiring, especially under high load, like when climbing hills, are common signs of a faulty fuel pump. A sudden drop in fuel efficiency or failure to maintain speed is another sign you can look out for. So when you turn the ignition on before actually starting the engine, you should usually hear a soft humming noise coming from the fuel tank. That sound is the fuel pump priming. If you don't hear any sound at all, it might indicate a problem with the fuel pump or maybe an electrical issue. Next, you'll want to check the fuses and relays. Locate the fuse and relay that are associated with the fuel pump, or just refer to your vehicle's manual if you're not sure where they are. If you find a blown fuse or a faulty relay, the pump might not be receiving any power. Now let's talk about testing fuel pressure. Attach a fuel pressure gauge to the fuel rail and compare the measured pressure to the manufacturer's specifications. If the pressure is below the required range, or if it fluctuates abnormally, that's a sign the fuel pump may be failing. And just so you know, some vehicles might require a scanning tool for more detailed troubleshooting, like getting live data on fuel pressure. Let's check the wiring and connectors at the fuel pump for any signs of corrosion, loose connections, or damage. Most often, if the fuel pump itself is defective, the common solution is to replace it rather than repair it. Now, it's important to relieve the fuel pressure. Consult your vehicle's manual for the exact procedure to relieve any stored pressure in the system. Usually, this means removing the fuel pump fuse and then starting the engine until it stalls. Many vehicles actually have the fuel pump located inside the fuel tank. Access might be gained through an access panel under the rear seat, or sometimes by dropping the fuel tank from underneath the vehicle. If your pump happens to be externally mounted, it's important to refer to your service manual for its location and the correct way to access it. Next up, you'll want to carefully disconnect the wiring harness and fuel lines that are attached to the pump. Make sure you use clamps and safely absorb any residual fuel that might be present. Now remove any retaining bolts or clips that are securing the fuel pump or its assembly. Then, carefully extract the pump from the tank, taking your time to avoid any damage. Compare the new pump with the old one to make sure they're actually compatible. Then, just follow the manufacturer's instructions for installation, including placing any seals or gaskets properly to avoid leaks. Finally, you'll want to secure the pump assembly using the correct torque for the bolts or clips. Now go ahead and reattach the fuel lines and electrical connections, making sure everything is secure. After that, replace any access panels or reinstall the fuel tank, depending on your vehicle. Next, reconnect the battery and turn the ignition on so the new pump can prime. Check for any leaks and use a gauge to verify the fuel pressure matches the manufacturer's specs. Once that's sorted, start the engine and take a careful test drive, keeping an eye out for any irregularities. So when should you actually call a professional? If you don't have access to diagnosis equipment like a fuel pressure gauge or a scan tool, that's definitely a good time. Also, if you're not totally sure about any step in disconnecting or reconnecting fuel lines and electrical connections, it's best to get some help. And of course, if any complications pop up during the process, that's another sign you should reach out to a pro. While these steps give you a broad overview, it's important to remember that every vehicle can have different procedures and safety requirements. Always refer to your vehicle's repair manual for model-specific instructions, and if you're ever in doubt, it's really wise to have a qualified mechanic handle the diagnosis and replacement. So, how do you actually confirm a faulty fuel pump? Well, it involves a process of elimination and testing several parts of your fuel system to be sure. Let's check for some common symptoms. If your engine hesitates, sputters, or even stalls, especially when it's under load, that could be a sign. You might also notice difficulty starting the engine or, an extended crank time. There could be a loss of power or just poor acceleration. And if you see a sudden drop in fuel efficiency, that's definitely something to keep an eye on. Next up, listen for the pump. When you turn the key to the on position, before you actually start the engine, try listening near the fuel tank. A healthy fuel pump usually makes a soft humming sound as it primes. If you don't hear any sound, or maybe you hear something odd, like a whining or grinding noise, then the pump might be defective. Now let's inspect the fuses and relays. You'll want to locate the fuel pump fuse and relay in your vehicle's fuse box, and you can refer to your owner's manual if you're not sure where to look. A blown fuse or a malfunctioning relay can actually mimic fuel pump failure, so make sure these components are working properly before moving on to more testing. So, to test the fuel pressure, you'll want to attach a fuel pressure gauge to the fuel rail or the test port. Just make sure to check your vehicle's service manual to find the exact location. Next, turn the ignition on or start the engine, and then compare the measured fuel pressure with the manufacturer's specifications. If the pressure reading is too low or it's fluctuating abnormally, that could mean the pump isn't delivering the required pressure. So, the next step is to check electrical connections. You'll want to inspect the wiring and connectors at the fuel pump for any signs of damage, corrosion, or even loose connections. Quite often, fuel pump issues can be electrical rather than mechanical, so it's important to confirm that the pump is actually receiving the proper voltage during operation. Next is the voltage drop test. Using a multimeter, you can check for voltage drop across the fuel pump's electrical connections. Faulty wiring or maybe a bad ground could be causing poor pump performance, so this test really helps narrow down whether the fuel pump itself is the problem. Moving on, you'll want to monitor pump operation. Some advanced diagnostics involve using an OBD2 scanner with live data capabilities to keep an eye on fuel system parameters while you're actually driving. If the data shows inconsistent fuel delivery or pressure that falls outside the expected range, that's a strong sign you might have a fuel pump issue. By following these steps, you can build a strong case for a faulty fuel pump. But just remember, other parts of the fuel system, like a clogged fuel filter or a failing relay, can cause similar symptoms. So, make sure to confirm your findings by methodically checking each component. And if you're not comfortable with these test procedures or just don't have the right tools, it's always a good idea to seek help from a qualified mechanic.